Peter Boykin says that with redistricting making Alamance County likely a Democratic seat in Congress, he wanted to make sure there was a Republican representing the county in the North Carolina House. What is it that you would do down in Raleigh that perhaps is not being done right now?
I think that I can add the insight that of having more of those unaffiliated voters have been increasing in this state, kind of raising Cain, going after the establishment on my side, going and talking to people on the other side, not being considered a rhino or anything like that, but being somebody who can bring insight.
Is there an issue in particular, something that is at the top of your agenda?
Well, right now we're looking into, my top three is election integrity. We have to make sure that we still have the integrity here that we had in the last election.
Boykin adds critical race theory and prison reform to his top three issues, but then added a fourth.
The police do need to have better education. They have to be able to take control of situations a little bit better.
You believe there's a lack of respect between the community and police?
Absolutely, and it goes on both sides. Police officers get the brunt of it, but there are a lot of bad seeds in every job you go to, and there are bad police and they're great police. And unfortunately, a lot of public see all police as being bad.
Do you want to get rid of the concealed carry permit requirement?
I don't think you need to have a permit. I do think that you should show that you've had training, but you don't need a permit to get one.
If you don't have the permitting process, how would you show that you have training?
You would basically show you've gone through the training when you purchase. That's pretty much it.
Boykin ran for the North Carolina House in Guilford County 4 years ago, a race he lost. He also leads the group Gays for Trump. I asked him about the remarks made by North Carolina's Lieutenant Governor Mark Robinson attacking the gay community.
Even though he said comments like filthy homosexuals or degenerates or whatever, he's more looking at the left and the leftist gays and the leftist transgenders. And I think that's where it goes to. And as a Christian, I'll forgive his comments, because I think his heart's right.
Boykin says he agrees with Robinson's effort to remove books with sexual content from public schools. Can you name an issue where you and your opponents disagree?
I'm more open-minded to listen, and learn. And to me, I'm a little different because I do podcasting and everything, that I keep up with a lot of the news, both federal and local, as much as possible. And I'm willing, unlike a lot of people, I'm willing to go, let me research that before I give you an answer, Boykin faces Ed Priola and Steve Ross in next month's GOP primary. Bill O'Neill, WXII 12 News.